mataas po yung quality score, yung system po yung mag-determine ito if maganda yung pictures ng products natin, if maganda yung titles natin and relevant, and maayos yung product descriptions natin, and if mataas yung product ratings natin from the shoppers. So, again, as I've mentioned po, yung quality score, another determining factor po niya is yung relevance of the product to the chosen keyword. So, I'm just gonna highlight on that lang po. Yung relevance po kasi, it's determined by yung Shopee's algorithm rin po. Since, for example, mga 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, di ba usong-uso yung mga BTS? Kasi since nag-release sila ng song, so usong-uso yung mga BTS products, mga K-pop products. So yung mga sellers, syempre alam nila na usong-uso yung product, na usong-uso yung BTS, di ba? So yung products nila, kahit hindi related sa BTS, nilalagay nila yon as yung keywords for their product. So let's say ako si seller, ang product ko, mga pinggan. Tapos, since alam kong uso yung BTS, nilagay ko as one of my keywords yung BTS. So of course, si Shopee po yung mag-determine kung yung word na ba yun is relevant sa keyword na binibid for mo. So if hindi naman siya relevant, so bababa po yung quality score natin. So yun po yung concept ng quality score. Yan. So in-explain ko lang po. So yung formula po ng rank score is cost per click bid price multiplied by the quality score. So importante po na mataas yung rank score natin, especially if there are multiple sellers that are bidding for that exact same keyword. So as you can see here, in our example, so si seller A po, yung cost per click bid price po niya for particular keyword is 0.6. Tapos yung quality score naman po ng product niya to that specific keyword is at 9. So if you would apply the formula, cost per click bid price multiplied by the quality score, ang rank score po ni seller A would be 5.4. And then for seller B, yung cost per click bid price po niya for a particular keyword is at 0.7. But yung quality score naman niya is relatively lower. So 7 lang yung quality score ng product niya compared to as relative to the keyword that the seller is bidding for. So 7 lang yung quality score niya. So if you would apply the formula, cost per click bid price multiplied by the quality score, ang rank score po ni seller B would be 4.9. So at the end po, ang rank, mas mataas po yung magiging ad ranking ni seller A kaysa kay seller B. So yun po yung importance niya, which will be we will highlight more here sa next slide natin. So yan. So yung ad ranking po kasi, it pertains to the positioning of the ads in the search results pages. So as you can see here po sa ating examples, so whenever a user searches for a particular keyword, yung ads po kasi, it can be seen on the topmost row. So you can see 5 ad slots there, and then you can see it also sa bottommost row. So you can also see 5 ad slots there. So the goal po talaga is get on the top 60 ad slots for a particular keyword. So since yung ads lang po natin, it can be seen in the first 6 pages. So of course, goal po natin makapasok sa first 6 pages. And if mas mataas po yung ad ranking natin, mas maganda po yung positioning natin. So let's say yung ad ranking po natin for a specific hour is at number 8. So of course, yung ad po natin, makikita natin siya sa first page, sa 8th ad slot. So nandun siya sa baba, sa bottommost row, sa 3rd ad slot. Since as I've mentioned, 10 ad slots per page, 5 sa taas and 5 ad slots sa baba. Okay, so yun po yung concept ng ating ad ranking. So yan. So after picking po yung products that we want to put up ads for, and then after selecting, sorry, medyo maingay po yung mga tao sa labas. So after selecting products for your specific, selecting products that you want to put up ads for, and then selecting keywords for that specific products. Now let's move on po to the budget allocation for each ad type. So for keyword ads po, typically the budget allocation is at 70 to 90% of the total ads expense. So ito po yung pinaka-costly na ad type, but ito naman po yung pinaka-effective in securing conversions or sales for your top-selling products. So ang minimum daily budget and ang suggested daily budget po natin for our product search ads is at 20 pesos. And then, ang minimum cost per click bid price po And ang recommended starting bid price, cost per click bid price po natin for our product search ads is at 0.48, which of course you can gradually increase naman po when you start to optimize ads. So for competitive keywords naman po, it is advisable to start at 25% above minimum. So this is just to ensure po na mataas po yung ad ranking natin. Hello? Kinig niyo po ba ako? Hello? Sorry. Sorry, may nag-comment kasi na wala daw. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you for responding. So, yun, nasa na ba ako? Yeah, for discovery ads naman, ang budget allocation is typically 10 to 20% of the ads expense. So, mas mababa siya since yung discovery ads usually po kasi pang supplement lang po yan ng ating product search ads. So, ang minimum daily budget po and ang suggested daily budget po natin for discovery ads is at 10 pesos. And then, ang minimum bid price naman po and ang suggested starting cost per click bid price po ng discovery ads is at 0.3, which again, just like the product search ads, you can gradually increase po over time based on the performance or if effective ba siya or hindi. Now, and lastly, for our shop search ads, so the budget allocation is typically 10 to 20% din po ng ads expense. So mas lower siya compared to product search ads since as Lance mentioned, yung yung shop search ads po natin is only available for official or preferred sellers. Sorry, medyo may audio. So if nagkaroon po ng audio problems, it's because medyo umuulan po dito sa amin. So sorry po. So ang minimum daily budget and ang suggested daily budget po na for our shop search ads is 25 pesos. And then ang recommended cost per bid price po natin for shop search ads, so we recommend po yung i-match po natin kung ano po yung suggested for shop search ads. And then, of course, let's avoid bidding for low quality score keywords. So yung mga figures po that I've mentioned here or yung mga amounts that I've mentioned here, of course, hindi naman po siya parang one size fits all strategy. Of course, adjust nyo rin po to based on the performance. So, these are primarily guidelines lang po to help you start with your optimization or yung pag-manage po ng ads natin. And yung magiging optimization decisions naman po natin, it will be based on our own objective for our shop in Shopee. And yung optimizations po natin, ang importante po talaga dyan is to base your optimizations on the data of your shop. So, of course, once you start to optimize your ads and mag-manage ng ads natin, magkakaroon tayo ng sarili nating sense of judgment or yung tinatawag namin na parang sweet spot, diba? Para masasanay rin tayo. So, learning curve lang talaga tong lahat ng to. So, I know medyo overwhelming siya. But once you start doing it on your own, so, yun, masasanay nga po tayo. So, now, let's proceed to our first live demo. So, Lance. Hello, Lance.
Yes, Brent. Sige.
Go, Lance, kaya man.
Okay, so nakikita naman po yung pin, no?
Yes, kita namin.
Okay, so ito po yung homepage po ng Seller Center. And as you can see po, makikita po yung mga different areas of the Seller Center, such as the mga where to see their business and insights, yung mga profiles about the business, as well as mga promos and dates ng mga sale ng Shopee. So for the demo, let's start first with Shopee Ads. So wait lang po, medyo mabagal po yung Wi-Fi. Ayan, okay po. So first po, before setting up ads, you should first remember to have ads credit. So let's top up first. So as you can see po, these are the different amounts that you can top up for Shopee Ads. And dito naman sa baba, dito na yung auto top up. And as you can see po, naka-green po, which means po naka-turn on po siya. For auto top up po, pwede po kayong mga conditions. So, for ito po sa seller na to, meron po siyang condition na once na yung top up amount niya nasa 50 na lang po, mag-auto top up ng 500 yung ads credit niya. So, example natin. So, now let's proceed po with setting up ads for search ads po. So, before that po, let me explain lang data in here. So, with itong data po, makikita po yung data ng shop for the past month. And pwede po kayo tumingin ng mga ibang dates. Kaya po, gusto nyo makita yung performance nyo during the 6-6 week. So, makikita nyo po yung data nyo for that 6-6 week. Okay po. Tapos, ito po for all ads. Tapos for search ads, let's start po to create search ads. So, ito din ang search ads. Then, as Brent mentioned a while ago, you have to you could either set up a no limit budget para wala tuloy-tuloy lang nag-run yung ads nyo, or set up a budget. Like what Brent mentioned a while ago, ang minimum daily budget is 20. So for time length, you could set a no time limit or set a start end date. So kung gusto nyo for the 7 week lang kayo mag-run yung ads na to, so just press the 4 and the 7. So ayun lang po. But we suggest na no time limit para tuloy-tuloy lang po nag-run yung ads nyo. So next would be, let's select the ads ng mga products na gusto natin i-add. So like what Brent mentioned a while ago, we have to choose kailangan po natin piliin yung product na with high monthly sales and many stocks. So as of now, makikita po natin ang pinaka-okay po is the first one, which is the portable folding chair stainless steel, which siya lang po meron siyang 10 monthly sales and meron pa siyang 419 na stock. Also po, you could set up to set up 50 ads po. You could pindutin nyo lang po by 10. Ito, once you click this po, automatic the first page lahat ng mga SKUs niya na kasama for setting up. So just click the second one and maka-20 kayo until magawa pa ng 50, maximum of 50. Now, let's just set up po yung itong ads na to, itong SKU. Oops, sorry po. Let me just Okay, once done, pwede po kayo turn on or turn off na auto-selected. So, let's just turn it on. Tapos, from here, you could see na you could choose a target ROI. You could either choose default, which yung Shopee system na mag-aayos ng target ROI nyo, or kayo mismo pwede kayo mag-set up ng target ROI nyo. So, default na lang po natin. Tapos, now let's add the keywords for this SKU. So as you can see, ito mga different suggested keywords, pero like as what Brent mentioned a while ago, pipiliin lang natin yung ang keywords with high quality score and search volume. So ito yung high quality score and search volume. And as you can see, makikita nyo rin dito yung broad match and exact match. So let's choose na lang po mga 5 keywords na pwedeng gamitin for this product. Add lang po tayo. Search na lang po tayo. Like what Brent mentioned a while ago, you could also choose mga Filipino words which is better since may mga iba mas prefer searching Filipino keywords. So hanap pa tayo ng iba po. Okay. So as you can see po, ang mga pinili ko po na keywords po ay yung mga keywords with high search volume as well as yung mga quality scores na mataas naman. Okay, so let's just publish it. So once na-publish, may lumalabas na ganitong announcement, which kung gusto nyo, ito lang po kung tatanungin kung gusto nyo ba i-set up yung ad na to for discovery ads. So pag lumabas po ito, suggest po namin publish na siyang publish discovery ads para nakapublish na po siya. So now, nakapublish na po siya. And sorry, medyo mabagal. Ayun. As you can see, ayun, nakapublish na siya. As for discovery ads, then ito naman po for search ads. Okay, so that's all for the live demo. Brent?
Okay. So, thank you. Thank you so much, Lance. Our live demo. So, okay. Yan, thank you so much po. Thank you. But thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much, Lance, for our live demo. So now let's proceed to the next part or training session, which is how to optimize Shopee Ads. So ito po yung mga summary ng ating mga metrics na usually ginagamit or yung mga important metrics that we usually into or we need to look into if we optimize our ads or when we start to optimize our ads. So the first important metric po is the CTR or yung click-through rate. So as I've discussed din kanina, yung click-through rate po, ito po yung percentage of times that shoppers click on your ads after seeing them on the search results pages. So ang healthy CTR po or ang magandang CTR po will be around 2.5%. So meaning, anything na higher than 2.5, then maganda or nag-work yung ad natin if we want to have high impressions. But if mababa siya sa 2.5%, then we need to adjust certain things in our ad or we need to start optimizing our ad. And then the next metric that we need to keep track on is yung GMV natin or yung gross merchandise value. So ito po yung total amount of money generated by shoppers from purchasing your advertised product within 7 days upon clicking on your ad. So colloquially po, you can call it sales. So but within Shopee, we call it GMV po. So ito po yung pinakang kita natin. And then the next po is expense. So ito po yung total amount of money spent on ads. So self-explanatory na po siya. Yeah. And then the next metric will be the ROI or the return on investment. So ito po yung return on your ad spend, which can be measured by dividing yung GMV natin by our expense. So ang target na ROI po natin will be 7. So ito rin po yung general na ROIs na nakukuha ng mga shops that would have or that are sanay na with paid ads. And then we have the cost-income ratio. So ito po yung percentage of the percentage of your ad spend relative to revenue brought by your ads. So you can calculate it by dividing your expense. You can calculate it by formula, yung expense divided by GMV times 100%. So medyo involved siya compared to ROI. Since yung ROI natin, the higher the better. Dito naman po sa cost-income ratio natin, let's try to maintain a low number po for our CIR. So here you can see, try to maintain CIR below 30%. Since yung CIR po kasi natin, it refers to yung ad spend natin. So of course, maganda na mababa yung ad spend natin tapos malaking kikitain natin. So mataas siya sa 31% or if mataas siya sa 30%, then maganda. But if it's lower, then we have to adjust certain things in our ads. And then yung average ranking. So yung average ad ranking po natin, it refers to the ranking amongst other ads for the chosen keywords. So as I've mentioned kanina, 60 ads total for each keyword and 10 ad slots per page, 5 ad slots in the topmost page, and then 5 ad slots in the bottommost page sa ating search results pages whenever a user searches for the keyword. Okay. Yan. So after successful ad setup, so how do you monitor po ba yung mga Shopee ad performance? Mga tips na bibigay namin. So first, you have to review your data after running Shopee ads for at least 1 to 2 weeks. So I repeat po, let it run or let your ads run for at least 1 to 2 weeks before you make your optimization. So this is just to ensure na you have sufficient data po you start your ads optimization. Since as I mentioned po na yung optimizations po kasi natin, it should be based on data talaga. So data driven po talaga dapat tayo. So numbers won't lie naman po eh. So of course, let's base our decisions sa data by letting it run for 1 to 2 weeks. Since most sellers kasi gusto nila after 1 or 2 days, then titingnan nila kung may kita ba or effective ba yung ad. So let's not be impatient. So practice po tayo ng patience with our ads. Let it sit there sa ating platform for at least 1 week. Then after that, let's check the data po and then doon na po tayo mag-start to optimization if kailangan. And then yun nga po, export and save your data regularly. Kasi po yung data po natin, you can only access data sa Seller Center at least up to the last 90 days. So beyond 90 days po, hindi na po natin ma-access kung anong data natin. So it's important po na